Viewers, my name is Eino Ankonga and welcome to our second lesson for the Geography Grade 9 lesson series from NANCOL. Our topic for today is map scale, and here is our learning objective. At the end of this session, you should be able to identify different ways of representing scales on a map. Before we go to the different scales, let's look at the definition of a scale. A scale is defined, or it refers to the relationship between the distance on the map and the corresponding distance in reality or the ground. We have three types of scale. We have ratio scale, word scale, and linear scale. Now, what do we mean by a relationship between the distance on the map and the distance on the ground? As shown here on the screen, the distance on the map will be one square or one grid representing the 16 grid on the ground. The square or the one square can fit in a piece of paper. However, the 16 grid or square cannot fit on a piece of paper. Therefore, we need to come up with a scale, which can either be ratio, linear, or word. Let's start with the ratio scale, which is also known as representative fraction. Now, the most commonly used ratio scale is 1 to 50,000, whereby 1 is the distance on the map, which is 1 centimeter, and then 50,000 is the distance on the ground, which is always in centimeter. A ratio scale is always in centimeters on both sides of the scale. The ground distance is in centimeter and the map distance in centimeter. So here, the 1 which is on the map is centimeter, and the 50,000 which is on the ground is in centimeters. So this is an example of a ratio scale of the map. Now let's look at the word scale. Now the word scale is expressed as words or statement. It is not in numerical form. So you can either write the ratio scale as a statement instead of a numerical scale. That is your word scale, which is you write 1 centimeter on the map represent 50,000 centimeter in reality. That is your word. It's a statement. It's a word scale. Or you can leave the ground distance in other units. For example, 1 centimeter on the map represent 0.5 kilometers on the ground. It is still a correct statement scale. Or 1 centimeter on the map represent 500 meters on the ground. As long as it is written as a statement, the units can be different. However, the map distance must be always in centimeter. The ground distance is the one that can either be centimeter, kilometers, or meters. Then we look at the linear scale. A linear scale shows the distance between two or more prominent landmarks. The linear scale on maps is a set of lines or dots that represents a landmark. Let's look at examples of linear scales here. A. The distance between 0 and the number 4 is 1 centimeter. And the distance between number 4 and the number 8 is again 1 centimeter. And the distance between number 8 and number 12 is again 1 centimeter. So now what we say is 1 centimeter on the map represents 4 kilometers on the ground. So the distance between the numbers, the one that we measure with a ruler, is the distance on the map, while the number itself, looking at the correct unit at the end, that represents the distance on the ground. Let's look at B. The distance between 0 to 6 is 1 centimeter. The distance between 6 to 12 is 1 centimeter again. The distance between 12 to 18 is 1 centimeter. So we say 1 centimeter on the map represents 6 kilometers in reality. Then C. The distance between 0 and the number 2 is 1 centimeter. So we say 1 centimeter on the map represents 2 kilometers on the ground. D. 1 centimeter on the map represents 20 kilometers on the ground. Now that we have come to the end of our lesson, let's look at the lesson summaries. It is important to remember why using scale, virtually impossible to provide a true reflection of a location on a piece of paper, hence using scales. We have captured definition of a scale. We also have outlined how to represent different scales, ratio, word and linear scales. You should always be able to differentiate between large and the smaller scale representation. Thank you for your time. Until we meet again.